Yeah, I'm watching it right now when Prime rolled up in that motorcade in a big old Escalade.
Did he?
Yeah, that's so funny. Just show up Jackson State. Hey, good for him, though. He's been very successful as a high school football coach. Speaking of football, though, before we speak on, I don't know, you got any baseball news other than that? I mean, a few teams clinched. Braves, 20th time winning the divisions, most in the MLB.
How is that possible?
I don't know.
The Yankees have 27
I
championships.
don't know. Maybe they get in there as a wild card and don't always clinch.
Or y'all the biggest chokers in sports history?
Possibly.
I just want to know. It's been 25 years since you won one.
And possibly. We've won it 20 times, though.
Was that in baseball or all sports?
Baseball. This is MLB. That's the most in Major League Baseball.
There's got to be an asterisk to this. I've got to figure this one out. I saw that and I was like, that ain't right.
You've got to figure this out.
This has got to be since like they split or something like that.
So, but other than that, few teams are actually starting to get their playoff spots in, clinch divisions. So it's like, well, do we really try still or not?
Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, I guess we do need to discuss that for the last few minutes of the show. Or did you have another football thing? Well, we can finish
The only
with baseball.
football thing I had was the SEC commissioners come out and said, why would the college football playoff selection committee is going to face a challenge if they are trying to get a college football playoff in? Due to, the Big Ten is only playing 8 games. The SEC is playing 10 games. The ACC is playing 11 games. The Big 12, I think, is playing 10 games. So it's like, what are you going to do? Not everybody draws the line. Like, I don't. It's just, he said it's weird. So that was the only thing for football-wise was the SEC commissioners come out and said the playoff football selection committee is going to face a problem this year. And you know what? I mean, I agree with them. I agreed with it whenever I saw that the Big Ten said they were going to start back up and they were only going to play 8 games. I said, so how are you going to choose only an 8-win team if they do go 8-0 in Ohio State over maybe a 9-1 Georgia or Florida out of the SEC? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you do that? They won. You play the games that you have. They sure as hell don't have nearly the amount of talent up in the Big Ten as they do in the SEC. Or I shouldn't say talent, but the strength of schedule that the SEC has. They're playing absolute juggernaut schedules right now. Georgia has 5 out of 6 weeks in a row where they play a ranked opponent. So this is just going to be one of the, and say Georgia was to go 9-1, maybe 8-2, and you were to tell me that an 8-0 Ohio State team would be better, well, they only played 8 games. Georgia played 10. Georgia played 2 more ranked opponents. I don't know. I just feel like it's going to be a slew of a mess this year. That's why to me, I'm like, look,
I hate that sport.
That's why, but that's why to me though, I can sit here and say this would be the one year to me. I'm like, look. That's why I thought a lot of kids were going to start sitting out. You know what? Just conference champions. Just take conference champions. No, the schools are going to want bowl games because that's how they're going to get money. Mm-hmm. But other than that, like college football playoff, I don't care. Like, it's going to be so wonky this year. Just keep them as conference champions, and I'll be fine with it. So did you figure it out, or are we still correct?
You would think there would be a Google... Like a list.
Well, I want to know where. I want to know where they cut. Well, if you can't find it,
no. What more than likely somebody just went through and counted, as opposed to there actually being an article. I found one from 2011, Hunter.
Uh-huh.
It had you guys at 16 and the Yankees at 18, and that was in 2011. Now, what they counted according to this one, Hunter, they weren't count. That nothing is counted before 1969.
Right.
So, that's how.
Well, whatever. Hey, 20 most in the MLB. Let's get it. 20 division titles. World Series bound. Let's do it.
Let me read this thing. So, Uncle Mike's. Now, this is in 2011 is when he wrote this.
Hey, World Series bound. That's all it matters.
This will be 3 separate lists from the post-69 era onward, overall for each team's current city and overall for cities which the team has played. Here's a list that counts first place winners. All right, here's the ones before. Here we go. Here's the ones before 1969. That's what that was, Hunter.
Okay.
Yankees won 47. That sounds more like it, don't it?
Yeah, okay. It sounds more like it.
But
we only count after 69.
Y'all are in 6th.
Well, it's top 10. Almost top 5. I can't be mad about that. Who's top 10?
Who's second, Hunter?
Probably the Dodgers.
No.
Or the Red Sox. It's the Cardinals.
Yeah, the team with the most World Series in baseball besides the Yankees.
I was about to say, wait a minute now. It's the Yankees?
Yeah. You ask anybody on the street that. Who's got the most World Series? Yankees. Who's second? Nobody has a clue. It's the St. Louis effing Cardinals. First one was in 1885. The last one, 2009, Hunter. We haven't won a division in 11 years. Oh, this was 2011. Sorry, folks. These are 9 years old.
I was about to say.
That don't make no sense.
Technically, that's only 2 years old.
This is a 9-year-old thing.
From 2009, that would have only been like 2
Well, it's got
years.
you guys at 16, so. And it started counting in 69 for you, so that was your first one in 69. So y'all were the expansion team. This does not count their Boston and Milwaukee pennants. So let's find.
Well,
you
add those then.
You want to find some Boston Braves? All right, here we go.
Add them.
Add them together. You're second.
Okay, well, there we go.
With 32.
Top 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of those 32 were in the 1800s. So, Hunter.
Hey.
What's 32 minus 12?
Top 5.
What's 32 minus 12?
It's 20.
Okay. And you got 20 since 1969. What happened from 1900 to 1969?
We just stopped.
Y'all went 69 years.
We stopped. We stopped existing. We stopped
I might have
existing.
counted that wrong. Let me make sure I got that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in 1800s. Cardinals stayed in. They were fifth in that one. They were second. And they backed up to fifth one once they counted everybody's moving around, acting like fools. So, and Yankees won on the actual team name. Yankees 1, Braves 2, Dodgers 3, Giants 4, Cardinals 5, A's 6. A's are the third highest most World Series. I think with the Red Sox maybe. Cubs, Pirates, Red Sox, and Reds. So there you go on that.
Hey, we clinched it. Division this year. It was easy. What can I say? The other teams were just
You didn't
bad.
play anybody in the West or East.
Yeah, that's right. That's okay. All that matters is in the division how we did. So, I mean, we played good against all of our division opponents. We took care of business when it was needed. So, guess what? Playoff bound we are.
We talked MVP the other day, and I did see it. I swear people watch our stuff and then put it on ESPN. And then the very next day or the next few days,
They probably
articles,
do.
And they were talking about the MVPs. I know it's MVP time, and we're being facetious, I guess, a little bit. But
No, they do watch us. Start giving us some damn credit. Thank you.
The Jordan thing, this, and but they did have, it was Freeman and I think Soto in the National League. Maybe?
Soto?
Maybe.
For the Nationals? Dude,
There was two players. It was Freeman and somebody else.
I don't think Soto should even be close. If anything, I would say it's Tatis.
It wasn't him. I know it wasn't that name.
Soto is... The Nationals aren't even good this year.
This is, of course, based on all the other stuff, the fancy stuff. In the American League, it was they said those guys are going to split in Chicago, and whoever the other one will get it. Is it Abreu, the other one that we talked about?
The Abreu and whatever the other guy is out of the White Sox.
It said the White Sox are going to split their votes, and the other guy's going to win it. Whoever the other guy.
So the
was.
other guy's probably going to be Mike Trout then.
No, it wasn't Trout. They said Trout's not yet.
Thank God.
I know.
Thank God.
I guarantee there'll be idiots vote for him. I guarantee.
Oh, he'll get votes. And guess what? When he doesn't win it, analytical war lovers on Twitter are going to go nuts. And I can see every single one of their Twitter pictures now. It's like a weird picture with them wearing sunglasses in their trucks.
Well, he's not in the top 50 in WAR this year, so.
No, he's played bad. Like, his batting average is not great. He's not even the most consistent hitter on his team. A guy, I think, 10 to 15 years older than him is doing that. And Pujols. I think, he might have him on home runs, but even that I don't think he does.
He's doing better than Albert. Albert is just...
Albert's puttering along.
He can't move. It's his feet, man.
He's puttering along. He's just trying to... I don't know. I get so sick and tired. I think that's what it is.
Trout's 288.
You know,
36th in batting average.
I'll say this. Baseball might start to see a fatigue too. Because LeBron came out the other day and what he said, I was pissed off that I only got like 16 first place votes in the MVP. And then he came out and said, I'm glad he said, I'm not saying the other guy didn't deserve it. He said, I'm just saying 16, only out of like the 100 and something that voted, you only got me 16.
And that dude thinks so much of himself.
Yeah, I know.
It is incredible.
But somebody made a good point. They said, it's kind of LeBron fatigue. Like, you could technically kind of vote for him a little bit every year if you really wanted to. But after a while, it's like, But I feel like that could be almost a thing now with baseball. Unless the fatigue over Mike Trout love is not there.
The problem is the WAR, and that's all it is.
He's just not there this year?
No.
WAR-wise?
No, but I'm just saying is that we've somehow turned everything on that stat. That is the only stat that matters, and that's the only thing. And it's not a good stat. It's not fair. It's not right. I don't like it at all.
The only thing that I enjoyed that you said right there a little while ago was that you said that Freddie Freeman is a part of an MVP race.
They had him in there,
and he very well should be. When you lead a whole division in 3 or 4 statistical categories, not just your little WAR, okay, then you should absolutely be in consideration. If you had a guy in the NBA who led in points, assists, and rebounds, would he not be the front, like either in the East or the West? Would he not be the front runner for MVP? Possibly. Or would he at least be in MVP discussions depending on how his team's going? Why do you think Russell Westbrook got his MVP with the Oklahoma City Thunder? He was Mr. Triple-Double, putting all the numbers together.
LeBron was the only player in the league. I mean, he led the league in assists. Only player in the league with 10 assists. Hunter, is the three-point shooting causing a lower assist rate then with all these people?
Well, they just get the ball and come down and shoot their shot.
Right. You used to feed it into the post, get an assist, hit a cutter, get an assist.
Right.
Your open jumper, if I hit you wide open.
Everybody wants to come down and play isolation ball and just create their own shot. So James Harden.
If I feed Howard in the post.
James Harden still gets a lot of assists.
There's a 50-50 chance I get an assist. If I pass it to a three-point shooter, there's only a 35% chance that I get an assist. So that's if they're open and shooting, all that. So that's something weird to see the assist only one person with 10.
Yeah, that is weird. You think about like the Steve Nashes and the Jason Kidds, the Mike Bibbies, all those guys, all those point guards, even Rondo when they were winning championships with Boston, man. He'd come down here he'd average maybe 11, 12 assists on a season. That was his game. That was his bread and butter. Defense and assists. He could score on the inside. I mean, that's what it was. I mean, unless you're Steve Nash and you were just a complete package. But
so LeBron was 12th in scoring. Giannis had 4 more points a game, 6 more rebounds, and 5 less assists.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, we're back to the...
Is it just because he averaged double-digit assists? I think, if I'm not mistaken, who had the best record in the whole league? I'm pretty sure it was the Bucks.
It was.
So, I mean, that's just, but that's just one of those things I was getting at where
Zach
it's like...
LaVine outscored LeBron this year.
Zach LaVine's got a new coach, too.
Well, what about...
We forgot to talk about that.
Well, what about Doncic?
What about Luka?
Well, let's say you want to look at LeBron's stats. Well, Luka outscored LeBron.
Pretty sure out-rebounded him.
Rebounds... LeBron 7.8, Luka 9.4.
Mm-hmm.
And then assists, of course, LeBron had 10 and Luka 8.8.
Luka had a great year.
So LeBron should be happy he's not third in MVP voting, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many MVP votes did Luka get?
I don't even know if he got any.
Does LeBron have more help on his team than Luka does?
Technically with AD, yeah. Luka's a one-man show right now in Dallas.
And Avery Bradley when he's there.
But Kristaps is hurt, so I can't count that.
Luka outscored him, had more rebounds, and had 1 less assist than him per game. So, hey, LeBron.
All I got to tell people is after you said that is watch out. Luka's coming.
That boy's good.
That boy good.
Mama, that's bad, man, however they say that. All right, Hunter.
Mama, there goes that man.
Did we miss anything?
No, I only thing probably forgot to mention, but it was just brief. It's for the NBA. I mean, oh God, what was his name? Head coach that was at Oklahoma City, Billy Donovan decided not to go back to the Thunder, it's because little did they all know he was going to sign to be the new head coach with the Bulls. So, and you know what? I saw what he did with that cast in Oklahoma City. Now he's got the number 4 pick going into this year's draft, and he's got Zach LaVine and Kobe White. I think he can, if he hits that pick, why not?
LeBron finished tied 7th in PER
player efficiency
with none other than Hassan Whitesides. I'm just when LeBron wants to talk about MVP, let's put the numbers in perspective. You got the same PER as Hassan Whiteside, and you were 7th behind the other 2 guys we just mentioned,
right?
Luka and Giannis. All right, Hunter, is there anything else that you want to get to or talk about before we end the show and come back Saturday?
No, I think that was it.
I want to make sure. I want to look at my news and toys. I made fun of. I wanted to talk about Robbie Anderson today, so I could laugh at that.
And you did. What's that bear doing?
That is awesome.
Can we get that put on a T-shirt? Panthers. Can you please say what's that bear doing?
Speaking of bears, Gale Sayre passed away at 77.
Yes, I did see that.
Football players of all time. So, condolences to his family and all that. All right, Hunter. Let's see. Friday, if anybody's paying attention, we have a golf tournament Friday. Tune in. Hunter will be live. I'll be playing. And then Saturday, we have our Saturday Sports Talk. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, thanks for tuning in today to Hunter and myself's live broadcast of Shock Joxx. We'll see you guys Wednesday today is Wednesday afternoon. I get my days. Once we started playing T-ball these last 2 weeks, I have no idea what day it is. I just know tomorrow I go baseball. Tomorrow I do this.
Baseball, I do this.
All right, guys. Have a good day. Thanks for tuning in to Shock Joxx, KDCBroadcasting.com.